Jackson Radio Show.
What's up, everybody? Kevin Jackson here. Oh, I needed that break. Boom. I'm just thinking about what we're going to talk about. And, you know, it's funny. Barack Obama, we will never forget this guy. How you think about him will change over time. For us, it isn't going to be a big swing because we already knew who he was. He was a worthless, he's the most worthless president ever. The big swing is going to come on the left. The more they learn about Barack Obama, this year he will be exposed as a fraud. But soon he'll be exposed as an imbecile. I mean, to me, he already has. I think they know it. And in fact, I know many of them do. They don't want to admit it. But the fact is Barack Obama is a fraud. His policies didn't work. He didn't know how to implement them. He was a puppet in many cases, and it was evident. And I'm telling you, there are signs that you can see that Barack Obama isn't all that the left believe him to be. You just got to look for him. Now, keep in mind, a complicit media, the deep state continues to work on his behalf. A lot of people live on muscle memory of Barack Obama. There are some who remain enablers that will help him no matter what. And there are some who are just guilty and they still continue to support him because they still want to believe that America's a racist country and he didn't get a fair shake for this or that. Let me ask you this question. Who do you think has been fought harder in the media and in government in his first year? Donald Trump or Barack Obama? Who took who did the media support more? Did they support Obama? Did they support Trump? You know the answer to that. It's a rhetorical question. Of course they supported Trump more. Nah, I'm kidding. They supported Barack Obama more. We know this. You look at Barack Obama's policies. If Donald Trump had the year one that Barack Obama had, we would be yelling through the rafters. I know I would. Unemployment at 11%. Even if Donald Trump couldn't drop unemployment, if it only ticked up 1 point, I'd be mad. If Donald Trump couldn't get the stock market to grow, I'd be mad. If the jobs report was only at equilibrium, let's say he's only creating 100,000 jobs a month, I'd be mad. If he wasn't able to get China to do whatever, I'd be mad. I could go on. Barack Obama's unemployment was in the 8 or 9% range. I don't know. I've seen 11.2 after year one. He lost 5 million jobs. We were well on our way to losing our credit rating. I don't know how many trillion in debt we were, but we certainly had added at least $1 trillion, if not $1.5 trillion of debt to the economy. And this after he got $787 billion from Bush. And I could go on. But the left didn't treat him. They treated him like, he inherited a mess. What are you going to say? And they leave him alone. If Donald Trump had the year Barack Obama had, we would all be calling for it. He couldn't get anything accomplished. We'd be calling for his head on a platter. All of us. But we knew it would work. We as conservatives go, he'll get it done. We know he will. The left go, no, he won't. And they fought him. And they continue to fight him tooth and nail. He's not even on his full year yet. And he's rock star status. 2 million jobs created, blah, blah. You know all the different things that are going on. Do I really need to go through them? So you have a tale of two different guys. One who hasn't complained, other than saying the media they're liars. He doesn't complain about the media in the sense that they're not letting me accomplish my agenda. He just says they're a bunch of liars, and they are. Unquestionably, they're a bunch of liars. So again, I asked the question, who's getting treated with kid gloves? We already know. Yet, the delusion on the left is Barack Obama is competent. He was amazing. He showed well. Do you hear how he spoke? And on and on. The delusion, he's a good president. And then the further delusion that Donald Trump, an accomplished billionaire who graduated from Wharton, he's scum. Why would we follow him? Why would we listen to him? And even in the face of truth, what do they say? Same thing. He's unhinged, unfit. How so? These are delusions. And we let them get away with this. We let them get away with the delusion that Barack Obama is a solid guy. But let me tell you something. They know he's not. And this is what I want to focus on for just a second. They know he's a scam artist. The left's Kenyan native son is falling out of favor. I'm telling you he is. Why are you looking at me like that? I can say Kenyan. I'm black. By the way, I'm Nigerian. So don't mess with me. I'm 23% Nigerian. I'll get in your face, my friend. No, that sounded Middle Eastern. That's all right. I'll work on my Nigerian accent. I don't know which group I'm with, whether I'm Igbo or whatever. I'll find that out and I'll let you guys know. What, I can't mention ethnicity? I'm a black man on my own radio show. Don't tell me what to do. Not to mention, you don't tell me what to do anyway. Not only will the left not mention Barack Obama's ethnicity, soon they're not even going to want to mention him in any form. And the University of Chicago is a good example. That's what I want to talk about right now. More than 100 members of the University of Chicago faculty have asked the Obama Foundation to move the proposed library honoring the 44th president to a new location. Now, I want you to think about that for just a second. Obama's going to build his library there. He's a favorite son. The University of Chicago, a place that he hails as his, adopted home, and the faculty there, over 100 faculty members. Now, do you think they got 100 conservatives there? 100 faculty members are going, look, you need to move this. And here's the reason why. They say it's socially regressive. I'd love to give you a better reason, like, it's taking up too much space, or, Barack Obama's an idiot. And no, they say it's socially regressive. Now, I believe that's code. We'll get to that in a second. Here's what they went on to say, this article. The Obama Presidential Center will not provide the, quote, promised development or economic benefits to surrounding neighborhoods, the professors write, and could cost more than $100 million in state funds. If I had asked God to write that for me, no offense, God, but could he do it any better? This is exactly what Obama represents. He represents promised development and economic benefits that don't come to fruition. And oh, by the way, here's my $100 million price tag on top of it. The letter reads this: we are concerned that these are not the best ways to use public funds to invest in the future of Chicago. They don't see former President Barack Obama as an investment in the future of Chicago at the University of Chicago. Now, let me tell you, 9 years ago, they would have been trying to rename that chump University of Chicago Obama, if not calling it the University of Obama. That's how much they believed in this clown. I didn't look up any articles on it. I'm just telling you what my feelings are. And then they tell you why. Because he's socially regressive. That library is socially regressive. That's a nice way for the university to say, we've done all we're going to do for your legacy. Now the article continues. The library will take over large sections of two historic public parks, Jackson Park and Midway Plaisance, and force the closure of a major South Side thoroughfare, Cornell Avenue. The professors argue it's a, quote, traffic jam in the making. Now, an Obama Foundation spokesperson said the library will bring hundreds of thousands of people to the South Side every year and will, quote, strengthen the economic climate in the region. That's how they sold it to them. While we don't expect everyone to agree with every element of the plan, we look forward to working with people across the community and the city to make the most of the opportunity to create a global destination that will showcase the South Side to the world. They put this thing where Leroy Brown used to get beat up. Are you kidding me? Let me tell you something. There's a library in downtown St. Louis. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful building outside, and you go inside and it's even more beautiful. It's that old school architecture, man, gorgeous. And you know what you do when you go there? You got to fight through homeless to get into the building. I'm not exaggerating. And if it's cold, they wait by that door. The moment that library opens, they come in and they've got, places to lounge and sit and all that. They come in, they sit down, they stay there all day. it's a funk fest getting to your books. Now, most of them stay in one area. I've been in there quite a few times, but it's in this one area. But woo, it can get rank in that room, especially in the summer when it's really hot. It's ugly. So Obama's received other slaps in the faces, though, like when Hawaii wanted to rename one of their beaches. I think it was Sandy Beach. They wanted to call it Barack Obama Beach, and nobody was having anything of it. Chang had heard from a congressional staffer that Obama often spoke fondly of body surfing on that beach as a teen. When he read the interview in which the president described his ideal day as one spent at the Oahu beach, he says it was almost a prose poem. And yet, Hawaii didn't want it, so it stayed the same.
Kevin Jackson
on the Black Sphere Radio Network.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.